What's up, YouTube? Magisto here, and I'm coming at you with a little bit of a different video today. I just got done watching WWE Wrestlemania, so I figured I would give you a breakdown and results and my thoughts. So let's get into it. We started off with the kickoff show, which was hosted by Renee Young and WWE Hall of Famers Jerry the King Lawler, Booker T, and the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And we would also see an appearance from Lita. She would make a quick appearance for a few minutes, which was really cool to see Lita. And then after that, we would get into the action, which would start off with the Cruiserweight Championship. We would have Neville defending against Austin Aries. And this was a good match. This was very back and forth, very high-flying, hard-hitting. I really enjoyed this one. But we would have Neville get the victory. So we would have Neville retaining, and I didn't care who would win this one. I'm a fan of Neville and Austin Aries, so yeah, either way I was happy. So, but your winner and still Cruiserweight champion, Neville. After that, we would get into the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which had a plethora of superstars going at each other for the Andre the Giant trophy. And we had superstars such as Luke Harper, Braun Strowman, Sami Zayn, The Golden Truth, Curtis Axel, Dolph Ziggler. We have the Usos, the Shining Stars, American Alpha, Bo Dallas, Jinder Mahal, Rhino, Heath Slater, Apollo Crews, Mojo Rawley, The Big Show, Kurt Hawkins, Breezango, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, and we had a new person. I've never seen him before. I think his name's Shane Bing, something like that. Sorry if I'm pretty sure I totally butchered that name, but yay. But he had a pretty good showing for his first time. I believe he's one of the new Asian recruits, so it was cool to see a new face there. And also from NXT, we had Big Killian Dane from Sanity. This was really cool to see. I was wondering who was going to be in there from NXT. And yeah, so we got a big monster from NXT. And I believe he made it to the final 3, final 4, something like that. So he had a very good showing. We would also have a run-in from Rob Gronkowski from the Patriots. I'm not really a football fan, though, so that was like, whatever. I don't even know who you are, dude. But yeah, running from him. And I believe it came down to Jinder Mahal and Mojo Rawley, which Mojo Rawley would eliminate Mahal and get the victory. So your winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, Mojo Rawley. And I'm not believing the hype. I was really hoping Strowman, Harper, or Henry would have won. That would have been great. But didn't happen. So after that, we move on to the Intercontinental Championship match. Dean Ambrose defending against Baron Corbin. This is a very hard-hitting match, considering all their build-up over the few weeks. I really enjoyed this one. Dean Ambrose would get the victory. I was hoping it would be Baron Corbin. But your winner and still Intercontinental Champion, Dean Ambrose. After that, we would move on to the main card of WrestleMania, which we would kick it off with the New Day coming out and getting the crowd hyped up, since they are our WrestleMania hosts. And after that, we would start the action off with Shane McMahon taking on the phenomenal AJ Styles. And this was a good match. I really enjoyed this one. We would see Shane McMahon at one point tried to jump from the top rope onto Styles through a table, but Styles would move out of the way. We would also see Shane McMahon go for a shooting star press, which Styles moved out of the way again, so he missed, but the crowd still popped for it. And it was really impressive seeing Shane go for a shooting star. And then we would see Styles hit the phenomenal forearm, and he would pull out and get the victory. So the winner, AJ Styles. And this was a good match. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be, and I thought it was going to be good, but it actually was great. After that, we would have our United States Championship match, Chris Jericho defending against Kevin Owens. And this is a good match again. I'm a fan of Owens and Jericho. Didn't care who would win. Very back and forth. After Owens betrayed him with the Festival of Friendship. Can't even fucking talk. The Festival of Friendship. So this one was building for a while, but we would see Kevin Owens get the pop-up powerbomb for the win. So your winner and new United States champion, Kevin Owens. After that, we would have the Raw Women's Championship match. Bayley defending against Nia Jax, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte. And this is a pretty good match. It was all right. We would see Nia Jax dominate for a while until finally it took all three women to eliminate her. And then we would see Sasha Banks be eliminated after that. And then it would come down to Charlotte and Bayley, which I thought Charlotte was going to win, but Bayley actually pulled it out. So your winner and still Raw Women's Champion, Bayley. And I was really surprised because I was hoping Charlotte was going to win. But after that, we would have the Hall of Fame inductees come out to the stage. We'd have DDP, Diamond Dallas Page. We had the Rock and Roll Express. We had the ravishing Rick Rude. We had the greatest general manager in SmackDown history, Theodore Long. Holla, holla! And then we would have Beth Phoenix and the headliner, Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle. And they would all come out to the stage. And yeah, it was really cool. And if you didn't see the Hall of Fame, I highly recommend you guys check it out. There was great speeches. And yeah, I look forward to the Hall of Fame every year. So it's one of my favorite events for sure. After that, we would have our Raw Tag Team Championship match. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson defending against Cesaro and Sheamus and Enzo and Cass in a 3-team ladder match. But before the match would get started, we would have the New Day come out and announce that there's going to be a 4th team be added. And I thought it was going to be the New Day, but then all of a sudden I hear this oh so familiar music from back in the day. And who do I see other than Jeff and Matt, the Hardy brothers? That's right, the Hardys are back. And the crowd hella popped. We had the delete chants, which was awesome. And I really hope they get more into their broken character in WWE. Apparently there's some issues going on with TNA and they're trying to claim it or something, but they made it. Let them fucking use it. But anyway, great match. All 4 teams got their spots in. Good action, back and forth. We would eventually see Matt Hardy go up and get the tag team championships, and as they would delete the tag team reign of Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. So we have new tag team championship holders in the Broken Hardys. And I really hope this leads to a feud with the Hardys and Gallows and Anderson, because I think they will put on a great feud. And I really hope the Hardys will delete all the problems that are going on in WWE. After that, we would have the mixed tag team match. John Cena and Nikki Bella taking on Miz and Maurice. There wasn't too much to say about this one. It was kind of whatever. Wasn't really feeling it. Cena and Bella would come out with the victory. I was hoping it would have been Miz and Maurice, but yeah, Super Cena always got to win. Also on commentary in this match, I forgot to mention we had Jerry the King Lawler, which is really cool. One of my favorite commentators of all time, so great to see him call in a match. Also, after the match, we would have John Cena proposing to Nikki Bella, and of course she said yes, and that was that. After that, we would have the unsanctioned match. We would have Seth Rollins taking on Triple H, who was accompanied by Stephanie McMahon. And as we expected, this one was very hard-hitting. We've seen some chairs. We've seen the sledgehammer, which is always cool to see. The build-up has been good. I was hoping Triple H was going to get the win, but I knew he wasn't going to get the win. So your winner, Seth Rollins, it made sense for the storyline. But it was a great match. I take nothing away from it. After that, we would have the SmackDown WWE World Heavyweight Championship being defended. Bray Wyatt defending against Randy Orton. Again, another good match. Wyatt would come up short though, and Randy would get the victory. So with the RKO out of nowhere, of course, and so your winner and new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton. And you could tell I'm real excited about that one. I was really hoping Wyatt was going to retain. After that, we would have the WWE Universal Championship, Goldberg defending against Brock Lesnar. And this match actually surprised me. I thought we were going to either see Brock dominate or Goldberg dominate, but we actually, both men got moves in this time, which was great. Brock Lesnar would eventually, towards the end of the match, get dominant. Suplex City, F5, and your winner and new WWE World Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar. And after that, we would have the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Alexa Bliss defending against Becky Lynch, Mickie James, Carmella, Natalya, and Naomi. Not too much to say here. This is a pretty good match, but also, honestly, it could have been better. But we would see Naomi come out with the victory, and I was really hoping it was going to be Mickie or Becky. And Naomi pinned Becky for the win, I believe. And after that, we would see the New Day come out again, and they would announce the attendance record, which was 75,245. That's a lot of people in one place. And after that, we would move on to our main event of the evening, The Undertaker, the Lord of Darkness himself, taking on Roman Reigns. And this was a pretty good match. Very back and forth. Undertaker would hit a last ride, Reigns would kick out. He would hit a tombstone, Reigns would kick out, which honestly is just bullshit to me. Unbelievable. Reigns would hit a few Superman punches and about 5 or 6 spears it took him, and then he finally beat The Undertaker. So your winner, Roman Reigns. Boo! And anybody that wanted Reigns to win, you got issues, I'm just saying. And then after the match, though, The Undertaker would receive a standing ovation. So I think he is retiring because he hung around out there for a while. And if you are retiring, Undertaker, I just want to say thank you for all that you've done for us fans over the years. I've been watching you since 1998 when I first got into wrestling, and you've always been my favorite. I would have rather seen Undertaker fight Cena instead of Reigns, but of course we can't always get what we want. So hopefully Taker has at least a couple more matches. If not, it's been one hell of a fucking career. I would give the crowd tonight probably an 8 out of 10. It was a pretty great crowd. It could have been a little better though, but it was still a good crowd nonetheless. It might have been different live, but I mean, I'm just giving my opinion from what I've seen on the app. And yeah, and then my overall rating for the whole show as a whole, Kickoff Mania, I would probably give it a 7 out of 8 or a 7 out of 10 stars. Taker losing and Goldberg and Orton. Just a lot of the results I wasn't too happy with, but still good matches. The best thing of the night definitely was the Broken Hardys coming back. And I'm really looking forward to seeing them delete all the problems in WWE. But anyway, that's been my review. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you didn't like it, dislike, comment, tell me why you didn't like it. Tell me what I can do to do better. This is my first attempt at a review. So yeah. And that's all I really got to say. So Magisto out.